The Office for the Future proposes a space where the United Nations community can be a synergy engine to assist with the implementation of UN objectives, as well as regional and local goals. So special emphasis will be placed on accelerating synergy between the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, and the 8 action areas of the UN Program of Action on the Culture of Peace. So we're very pleased that Ambassador Chaudhry and members of the Global Movement for the Culture of Peace are with us today, so they can give us some input about this. So today's program is co-sponsored by, as I said, the Source of Synergy Foundation, Pathways to Peace, whose founder, Avon Madison, could not be with us today, but she really is with us in spirit in many ways. The Foundation for Conscious Evolution, the Global Movement for a Culture of Peace, the Hague Center for Global Governance, and the NGO Committee on Spirituality, Values, and Global Concerns. And so we wish to thank Ginny and the committee, the NGO Committee, for helping to secure this room and for being a co-sponsoring partner for today's program. So thank you very much, and all of the co-sponsoring partners. We have a number of them with us. So one part of our work as the Source of Synergy Foundation is to create opportunities for leaders in the consciousness movement to share their visions with members of the UN community so that new visions and innovations can be presented and exchanged around like we're doing today. Another part of the Source of Synergy Foundation's mission is to create opportunities for synergy among like-minded groups that spiral out, creating, expanding, and deepening connectivity and synergistic engagement, so that together we can be a more powerful force for transformation. So we're really pleased to be collaborating with such wonderful partners in this consultation. So I'd like to invite my dear friend, Ginny Kagawa, to come up to the podium and welcome you on behalf of the NGO Committee on Spirituality, Values, and Global Concerns.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. I mean, Diane. Diane. My former chair was there. Yes. On behalf of the Committee on Spirituality, Values, and Global Concerns, I welcome you. Diane is the founder of this committee, and she was directly inspired by the divine, and therefore it is flourishing now. During the UNGA period, I heard one speaker say that Pope Francis said, we are not in the period of many changes towards a new era. We're in the period of, we're not in a period of a new era with many changes. We're in a period of many changes towards a new era. That was exactly what he said. And so I thought that is true, very, very true, and the old has to die away and the new is emerging, and it's always like giving birth to your own baby. It is a painful process for the old to die away, and the whole world is watching our country here in the United States right now, and undergoing the same labor pains and finding the American public in a deep state of confusion. And as Barbara said this morning, out of a crisis, and we're definitely in a moral and spiritual crisis and lack of direction. America should lead the world, but America was based on moral integrity, honesty, and values, and should be leading the world. But we find ourselves in these crises, and people are coming forward, as yourselves, as Barbara, Diane putting this together, Deborah, and I see Deborah wrote an email to me last night inviting everyone to this meditation for healing in America. And another point that was really remarkable during our week of spirituality, which also was beyond our understanding, it was flourishing. We put in the same amount of effort as last year, but the divine must be looking at the situation, and people were coming forward, and it seemed to be flourishing in a way. During this week also, one of the speakers mentioned, no matter who wins this election in America, the one who wins has to reach out to the opposing person and listen to their complaints and initiate healing in America. And I mentioned the word healing because I received that email last night from Deborah about meditation for healing in America. No mention about who will win, who will lose. This is not about winning and losing, centered on politics or power or any other values, but it's reaching out to the divine, because it's the power that made us is the power that will heal us. The power that made us is the power that will recreate us and will recreate America and the world. And so this movement is a phenomenon too. And it's at the grassroots, and that's where the divine seems to want to work. With all these like-minded souls who are spiritual, value-centered. And I have to say that Diane had a lot of wisdom in the name of this committee being the Committee on Spirituality, Values, and Global Concerns. Because if you say you're spiritual and you don't have values, I'm sorry, that doesn't that doesn't go together at all. And then the UN is a global institution, and nations should be for the welfare of the world, not their own nation above all. And so what we're calling for is a very practical thing at the UN. And that's how I'd like to see this committee also reach out to missions and to the agencies. And so I'm happy to, co-sponsor this consultation on how we can also work practically at the UN, that the UN will accept this very, very great message. Thank you so much.